Hello Gemini, welcome. It's time for love in the new moon. So this is a general love reading for all Geminis who are in some kind of a relationship for this new moon of January. So take what works and leave what does not. Dear universe, we are grateful, thankful for the messages for the greatest and highest good of all of our Geminis. I almost forgot who I was reading for. All right, Geminis, what's going on, Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this January new moon, all of our Geminis in love, some kind of a relationship. What's going on, Gemini? I'm feeling a single Gemini right now. What's up? I heard the word single, so perhaps this reading may be for somebody who is single. We'll see. We'll see what messages are for the greatest and highest good for all of you out there. All right, Gemini, you ready? Here we go. Interesting that I think single, and then there's two cards that come up that definitely talk about a marriage. But there's been, I think this has been the conversation that nobody's wanted to talk about. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So your overall energy right now is about making things balanced, making things fair, about feeling good in a union that you are involved in. Now, for some of you, I'm wondering whether some of this could have something to do with a divorce, with this Justice card at the bottom. Somebody's being a real player in this whole scenario here. So there could be a divorce going on because there's something very unfortunate between you and what's going on in the home place, your family. You know, with the Ten of Cups upside down, alongside with this Four of Wands reversed. I feel like this bond that you at one time had with this person has been severed. There's been a lot of heartache that I think somebody in this union wants to just start working on healing because they can't handle the pain anymore. Like they just can't. They can't handle the toxic energy that's going on. I think somebody's feeling really tired of being left out, being left alone. You know, because it's like you were married, but you weren't. So something comes in and puts things in order, whether this is you or somebody else. We are talking about you, so I feel like somebody grabs control to try to get things to work again. But whoever it is that you were involved with, you know, you weren't the only one. You know, they were doing what they wanted to do. So I feel like there was some kind of third-party energy that came up. I don't get the sense that this third person was anybody of relative importance, but yet it was something the two of you didn't want to talk about. So it's almost as if somebody, you Gemini, started to see things a little clearer between you and this person, because you're trying to move away from this toxic energy and you're ready to open up and do what it is that you have to do, because you're tired of feeling really stuck in a situation that's not working, because you want to feel better, you want to heal. Because there's something that you've been dealing with that I think you see that you can't keep doing it because it's very, it threw you out. It just brought all the imbalance, whatever it was that you need to look at that was so unfair in this relationship. You need to really look at whatever that was. Because you don't want to look at that. You don't want to see what this toxic energy was really doing to everybody at home. You just kept doing it. Yeah, I keep picking up like this flirtatious third-party player type of whatever it was that you were doing. It was bringing a lot of heartache into the home. I don't even think you realized how much. whoever it was that you were dealing with, this fire sign, this Queen of Wands, I mean, that's somebody who is so hurt that they just get enraged and nasty and ugly. Then out comes the Empress. Who's the Empress and who's the Queen of Wands here, Gemini? I mean, there's some things come out. Very unfortunate. Because it's almost as if whether this is you or the energies are reversed, Gemini, it's like everybody saw this coming, but you. Everybody saw it coming but you. But in your circle, what I pick up is jealousy. I pick up anger. I pick up just this abuse of control. Just everybody just doing whatever it is they wanted to do. I mean, there was so many strings in your stories. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. At some point, somebody had to make a decision, whether that's you or your person, because it was just a matter of time, and I think you knew it was a matter of time before you're going to be left, you know, really on your own. Ooh, Gemini, what's going on? All right, let's see. Let's get some more on this reading. I'm getting a lot of messages, so there's a lot of different messages going on here. But, you know, this isn't something you're willing to give up, this relationship. I think you're ready to make it work because a lot of people were involved, you know, and I think there's hope. And I think you see that there might be hope in salvaging whatever it was that went down between you and your person, even though you're headed towards divorce. You, Gemini, don't want to head towards divorce. Let's see if we can make this work. But there was something so unfortunate. I mean, there was a lot of secrets. I mean, there was a tangled web. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It's like you were living this life of this very, very tangled web. Yeah, that was something that was very, very, I mean, whatever it was you were doing, you might have thought that it was making you really happy and secure, and what it was doing was really making you very weak. So when it comes to this, like, I can't help but feeling like there's a third person. There's somebody in your midst who you are very connected to. Maybe it's your person, your wife. I'm going to call her the Empress. You know, and then there's this Queen of Wands. And one person gets angry at the other. I wouldn't be surprised if this Queen of Wands is so mad at you that they say something. Boy, really get you in a lot of trouble. Because I see trouble here. Just trouble brewing. Because you're not going to get out of this one clean. Whatever it was that you did or whatever it is that you're starting to see. It's like you might have been hurt, but they were hurt worse. So you're not going to get out of this very easy. You know, somebody's going to let you know exactly how bad it was for them while you were out having a good time doing whatever it is you wanted to do. Yeah, a lot of truths. This Empress, boy, she brings up some truths. She's like, I am so tired of all of the secrets and everything else. Like I said, I feel like this Empress is your person. You know, and they are ready to walk away but at the same time, they don't want to walk away. But there's been so much pain between the two of you. So much pain. It's like they want to walk away, but they're not ready to give you up. Like they want a fresh start. They want everything to work. They want this whole thing to heal. Gemini, you are so lucky your person really loves you. Really loves you. But something has got to come to an end. Because if this toxic behavior energy that's going on, whatever it is, you know what it is. It's what's creating all the conflict. And it's what takes away all of the hope. So if you don't want this to end, you got to make some changes here. Because if you continue, you're going to keep going down a really dark, dangerous, hard road. Oh my gosh, it's only, you can't pretend. I don't know what you're doing, Gemini. You know, but it's like you have some kind of clandestine life that's going on. And it's coming to a head. Maybe it already did. I don't see the tower, but I feel like your person knows everything. Everything. You know, so all cards on the table, and they still love you. Go figure. You're a lucky person. Lucky person. All right, anything else for our Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, I think you've got to get to work. I think if you want to turn things around, you need to open up. Because this is something, whatever this toxic energy that's been going on, you know, your behavior, whatever it is you're doing, it has left such a burden on everybody. And somebody's ready to walk. Somebody's ready to move on. Your person. They're ready to take their swords and all the pain and everything and put an end to this. And they do not want to do this. But if you do not start putting the work in, that's what could possibly happen. So I almost feel like you have an opportunity right now to turn things around. Let's see if that happens. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope this resonated. If it did, terrific. If it didn't, that's okay. More readings are coming. I'm going to get ready to do our February readings. Those are general, so stay tuned for those. If you'd like a private reading, get a hold of me. My email is below. And I will see you at the next reading. Until then, bye now.